Now we can hear from Samson Ladi Anyanene, host of Newsfile, on why he says the weight of the Kasiel Ato forcing and the allegations of the AG is heavy, and that the matter makes it imperative to bring clarity to the matter.
That he makes. Yes, they may not be about the substance towards the recovery or the prosecution to secure conviction over the 2.4 million euros. Is that what we understand? The 30 ambulances that were said to be, just bare buses fitted with heating panels is concerned. But the confirmations make the issues murkier and make it even important for those of us who are seeking to give education to the populace that there's a need to go into the matters. His confirmations suggest that the accused person did not just say things that are not true. There will therefore be the need for the purposes of, in the interest of all the parties, in the interest of the Office of the Attorney General and justice delivery, that these matters are gone into thoroughly, and so in the end, we know, who has done something wrong, who has not done something wrong, who faces what consequences, and who doesn't face what consequence. It will be very important going forward.
Vice President of Imani Africa, Simmons, is calling for a total overhaul of the nation's sole sourcing regime. This comes at the back of the controversial GRA SML deal. Speaking on the Current Affairs show Newsfile, the Vice President of Imani Africa said the current sole sourcing regime allows all forms of abuse that does not augur well for the state.
We need a complete overhaul of the single sourcing regime in this country. It is clear that 90% of the time when they use this single sourcing method, they have something to hide, and it leads to losses to the country. So that's number one. Number two, we need to look carefully at the entire revenue assurance logic in this country. We have a situation where in telecoms, we have a company called Ken GVG that is supposed to be keeping the telecom companies honest. We don't have any evidence whatsoever that the presence of this company that takes millions of dollars every month has led to any gains to the state. We collect maybe $100 and something million in taxes, and we end up paying almost $30 million to a company to collect it. What is the point of this logic? So revenue assurance is a problem. In the petroleum sector, in the downstream sector, we have a number of other initiatives of this kind. We need now to initiate a branch, step, and root evaluation of the benefits of all these systems and then act accordingly. Thirdly, it was very clear that the contracts as it currently, the contracts as they currently exist, the consolidated contract, is not in Ghana's interest. We also know that we spent a lot of money buying some equipment and software and things like that. I think it is now time for the government to be very clear and upfront with us. How does it intend to extract value from the existing software and the hardware that were established? GRA has come out to say that it intends to implement the president's recommendations. But those were not recommendations. As I was trying to explain, the president's recommendations are at variance with what were in the report. So we now need a proper independent commission by people that have absolutely no interest in this matter and have the right credentials and the like of it, to come up with a real roadmap as to how we extricate ourselves from this really damaging situation that we find ourselves with